Okay, so hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I will present you my K-pop photocard collection slash goods merch collection, as well as talking about my 2020 collection plans. So starting with showing you what it looks like. So I put some stickers on the front and wrote my name and stuff, just to make it look a little cuter, and on the side it's just written my K-pop photocard collection. So yeah, moving on to the inside. So here we have some freebies I got to the Super M concert in Paris, as well as some stickers here which were given to me by a friend. So we have Kai, Taeyong, Mark, and Tan, and I just wrote some lyrics from the Neozone album songs. So yeah, and I will now move to the interesting part, which is my binder. I decided to divide it into sections by using normal sleeves. So this is what it looks like for Mark's section. For pocket sleeves, as most people do, I use Ultra Pro 9 pocket sleeves. I'll try to put links down below for you to check if you need some. So for my collection, as you can see for Mark, a lot are missing. My goal for 2020 was to really jumpstart my Mark's collection. I had a few photocards, but I always was kind of reluctant to start collecting him because he has a lot of stuff, and since the old of my olds, I really want to collect everything for him. Excluding posters, but I started to collect him really in February. So yeah, this is where we are at now. So those that are written on the way are from a Japonica parcel, but unfortunately, because of the quarantine, I had to move back to my parents' house in emergency and had to leave my apartment in the south of France, and the parcel literally got delivered there one day after I left. So it will just end going back to them, but they are really amazing. I emailed them right after I realized I couldn't pick it up before it goes back, and they told me no matter how long it takes to go back to them, they will update me and will just process things again, and they will send it back to me. I will just need to pay for the shipping fee again, which is pretty understandable, and I just relieved things will end up being into my hands. No matter how long it takes, it will come, so I'm okay with that. So for this page, this is where I'm at. The Superhuman, I think it's already at my address in the south as well, and this one would be given to me by a friend, so I'm really grateful and I'm really excited. And the Superhuman circle card, I bought it on eBay, so it should arrive as well. This part is all the Neozone release, so the C set is on the way for sure. I'm still trying to see for the N set. I went through a go on Instagram, but we still didn't buy the full set, so I'm quite unsure. And for the T version, I went through an album go, so hopefully I can get my hands on Marks directly, but otherwise I just trade. And for the Kino, I ordered one copy for myself, so I'll just see who I get and try to trade. So these are for the non-album pieces, so I just I have a few on the way for now. I have the icon Photocard and stickers. They are literally so pretty. And the Tourbus PC. This is another page for the non-album pieces, and I need to rearrange everything since I will try to collect everything for him, which will take me a long while, but I really want to do it and it makes me happy, so I will try hard on this collection. For his superhuman stuff, I'm just missing 2 pieces, but this one will arrive for sure. This one is in the Japonica parcel, so I'll just see when I can get those. But this, sadly, one of my track parcel got lost because of the virus and the transportation interruptions and stuff, but I guess it's just how it is. I'm kind of pissed because it cost me a lot of money because it was an order with my Take Over the Moon Thai Xiaojun photocard, but I guess it's just how it is, so yeah. This piece is literally my favorite one. He's literally the cutest, so yeah. And this is all the part I've prepared for all these postcards, 4x6 photos. We have some stickers, but for the stickers that aren't the size of a photo card. And I guess it's pretty just postcards and photos, so yeah, that's just basically postcards, photos, and standees. I just have from here, so we have is Super M postcard, but I need the other one, the picture where he's in his jeans, like the other outfits, and these are for the Neozone, so I have the 2 for NC. T will end up being there sooner or later. And we have the standee as well as the Neozone photo set is postcard I went through ago on Instagram. So this is the JSON section, so this is what it looks like. I just have 1 PC so far because I just recently took the decision to collect him as well, since he's my NCT Dreams bias. And this is another goal of mine for this 2020 year, so he's my second priority after Mark for now, since I don't have many photocards, I have just 1. So yeah, and I found a trade for his scratch card. I don't even remember what I traded for that. It's not an equivalent. Oh, it's a Wooyoung PC. But yeah, so we'll get there eventually. I also recently finally took the decision to collect Taeyong as well, so that's what it looks like. But he is my mid priority. I will put the priority on Mark and Jisung for now. And for Taeyong, I have his regular. I don't even remember if it's regular or irregular version of this album, but I have this one. And I have his superhuman photo card. And I found trades for for both his circle cards for N and C version from Neozone, so I'll get all everything once the quarantine is over, which will be soon hopefully, but yeah, we will see how things goes, but for now we just need to be patient. For Xiaojun, which is another section, new section of my binder, he recently got his old position in my bias list, so I decided to collect him as well. And for now I have his Takeoff set, his Take Over the Moon Photocard. This one is in the last package. I'm sad, but I will find another way. But for the circle card, a trade is ongoing, and for sequel, I went through a go on Instagram for the album, so hopefully, as well as for Marks, I will get him directly and will get his postcard as well. And for this page, it's for the non-album pieces. I won't collect everything as I do for Mark, but I'm just buying those I find for a good price and those I find cute, which are basically all of them, to be honest, because Shurjun is like a cutie pie. But yeah, so far I will have the Seasons Greetings 2020 11th pre-order benefit, is trading card A version, the back to school pre-order benefit, and the summer vacation with drama pre-order benefit. This is for the sequel postcard. This section is for NCT/Wavy, even though I don't have any Wavy stuff in there for now, because they did release group stuff like photocards and stuff, but I don't have any for now, but I included all of them here. So I have the full set for regular or irregular, I don't know the version, but I have the full set, and Mark and Taeyong are just in their individual section. Someone on Twitter sold the full set for like 30 euros because she needed to get everything out as soon as possible, and I was lucky enough to get them before the set was sold out. So I have all those, and I put Jungwoo in the middle because I couldn't find myself able to trade for him. I was intending to, but he's just too cute to be traded, and he's finally back, and I pulled him when he's coming back, so I'm just like, you can't trade that cutie pie, so I will just keep him here, and this page really makes me so happy looking at it, so it will stay like that. So this is for Limitless. I put everything just because I didn't want it to leave everything in the album, because I think the photos were pretty, even though their outfits at this time were kind of weird. Well, Fire Truck was worse, but yeah. So I just put things in normal sleeves like that. Oh, there is another one here. Okay. And here is the sticker sheets. So as you can see, I have Taeyong's one. I'm not sure I will try to find a trade for Marks. It's not a priority of mine for now. If I can find someone who needs Taeyong's and have Mark, I will gladly trade, but it's not a priority for now. I just put like the I don't know, I just thought it was looking good like that, and the little postcards. And as you can see, I don't have like big 2 pocket sleeves because my dumbbells didn't look at the sizes when I ordered those, so I just ended up with these little ones, but it's pretty okay at the end because it fits the little photos, and I just decided to use normal sleeves, and will just put maybe some double-sided tape on the back to make them stay, but I will just use these little ones for now. I have the little stickers like that. I really gone with those, it's so funny. Okay, I had Taeyong's one, and for that as well I won't try to find a trade. And sorry if I struggle with my thumb, but something sad happened. I had an issue with a can, and it's kind of a mess, and yeah, it's just covered because I needed to grow back and to rest a bit. But yeah, sorry if I struggle or something. And I have the superhuman photo, Awaken, and the dream. And I'm so happy I got the pre-order benefit because it's literally the cutest picture of the dream I've probably ever seen. And so I'm really happy with that. This is the Super M section, which is basically just the superhuman photo set I bought at the Super M Paris concert. So we have those. Then we have Huyang, little Huyang. Okay, so I have all these pieces for now, except for the last Korean release. Well, I have everything for Korean releases except for the last one because a friend of mine will give me the 3 I'm missing, and the last one is at my apartment in the south, so I don't have them yet. And I just recently took the decision to stop collecting for Japanese releases because it has become a mess. And I will just keep my Japanese PC version for Epiphin, but I will just stop collect his Japanese releases because I had one Photocard and I couldn't get the 3 other one because with 80s it has become a mess, and I'm quite mad about what's happening with this fandom because it's getting ridiculous, like people saying photocards for 20 euros, people asking me 45 euros for a Japanese photocard. I'm like, it's even more than what you paid for the album. So even if I'm really sad about this because I was doing so well with my Hoyoung collection, I was lucky enough to be there before they debuted, so I put my hands on all his pieces really easily. And just to see I have to stop now, it's just so upsetting to me, but I guess it's just how it is, and I'll have to cope with that eventually. But yeah, and for his non-album pieces, I have the Treasure Cafe photocard, and I'm planning to buy his Kaiken photocard as well as the Season's Greetings one, so I'll see if I do that, but I really want the Kaiken one. And as I said, I will stop collecting his Japanese stuff. I'm planning on maybe selling those or trading them for anything from my wish list, except for this one because it was gifted to me from one of my closest friends, and I will never trade that or sell that. But for those, I really don't know if I will keep them, to be quite honest. So if you have anything from my wish list, if you want to know, just please go to my Instagram and see in the highlights. I'll maybe trade if it's really something I need. I will maybe trade. So yeah, but this one I will never. My precious one. So this is for 17 now, who are my 7 olds after NCT Wavy. So I still need to get my hands on the first albums. I have 17 carats, but I don't have these 3. But I don't think a lot of people know, but I'm majoring both English and Korean at university, and from September on I will study in Korea. So I'm not planning on buying these albums while I still in France because it would cost me too much. So I'll just wait a bit more and buy them there. Even though Vernon is my bias, I didn't collect him at first, but I just recently started to like try to collect him. I just try to find trades to get more of his photo cards. So if you need any of the non-Vernon photo cards and have the equivalents, I'd be really happy to trade with you. So yes. Oh, and as you can see, there are 2 real versions missing because my album came without the plain version, plain back version, no, those ones. I just had 2 instead of 4, but that's okay. We can cope with that. And from Director's Cut, I got Joshua's photo set, and I won't try to trade for Vernon's because he's my bias breaker. And I think these photos are pretty cute, especially this one. Moving on to my baby Sungoon. So this is his little section. So the underway ones are in the Japonica parcel as well, so when it gets to me I'll be pretty okay, but I'm pretty sure they will release another Korean album before I can put my hands on these, and I need to get his new Japanese album Photocards as well, but it will be okay. Even though I want my collection to grow fast, I will take the time it needs to get things done. So yes, this was his little thingy from the first Japanese release. And we have my baby Stray Kids. So in Stray Kids, my bias is Felix, who is an alt of mine as well. But as for Vernon, I never really collected him. But as for Vernon, I just recently tried to find some trades to get more pieces. So far I have those. I have found a trade for his equivalents for this one. But yeah, I have found a trade for his IMU Polaroid as well. But for now, everything is kind of stopped because of the quarantine. We can send stuff, so I just have a big pile of pending stuff in my room, and once everything gets better I'll just trade everything I have left. So yes, and again, as for Vernon, if you have stuff you need from my Stray Kids collection and I have Felix's equivalents, except for Hoojin, I won't trade my Hoojin's photo cards because it means a lot to me. So except for Woojin's pieces, I'd be willing to trade for Felix's equivalents. And this is it, and I'm still waiting for an album from a group order, so hopefully I have Felix in those. And moving to the last real part of my binder before the trade slash sale part. So these are for groups I'm not really collecting yet. I say yet because I will most likely start my Changmin collection, maybe not this year, but maybe next year. I know it's in a while, but I already have a lot of plans for 2020 for my collections, and I will probably just start collecting Changmin next year. So yes, basically also everything what's in here would be traded for something from my wishlist, except for this Juni photo card, which has been given to me from one of my dearest friends. And I'm not really willing to let Temin go either, but for Wani, my bias is Bito, so if someone needs Wani and have Bito, I'd be glad to trade. I'd be willing to trade for Lido if someone has Lido, and for EXO photo cards, I'd be willing to trade for Jongdae equivalents, and well, these 3. And Jinyoung, I can trade it for anything. So yeah, and these are on sale and trade on my Instagram, and I don't want to let wanna go. So maybe just this one would be for trade for anything from my wish list if anyone's interested. I have the little attention thingy circle called transparent thing. I pulled one as well for that. We just have like bunch of sleeves, and then we have the sales and trades. So basically we have 2 Hello Chapter 1 Yoongi pieces that are up for sale and trade on my Instagram. Basically everything here is up for trade for anything from my wish list. So if anyone's interested, please send a DM on Instagram. But for this one, I prefer to get Jisung's equivalent, and for this Taeyong's equivalent, and for this one as well, anything from my wish list would do. I also have these Japanese photos from Jungkook on sale / trade as well for anything from my wish list. So yeah, that's all for what's in my binder. And I just have 2 little things here that were given to me as well at the Super M concert in Paris. So yeah, that's everything for my binder. I will put the sleeves reference in the description below. And for the binder itself, I just bought a random binder at a shop called Hema. It's not a good quality one, but for now I think it will do. So yes, that was everything for today's video and for my binder tour / 2020 collection plans. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you all are safe and that your families are safe as well. I hope you are okay and that the quarantine isn't too hard to cope with. I know for some people, as for like me, it's kind of hard, especially for collectors. Like I know for some of us, trades are something that keeps going. So I just hope everyone is okay, and if you ever need someone to talk to, feel free to DM me on my Instagram. And so I just wanted to end this video by sending positive vibes, positivity, love, hugs, everything you need. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you later.